think I'm about to be live. What the fuck? Okay, let me pull up my manager. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So, I opened up Doki initially, and I started streaming, and my PlayStation kicked me off immediately. But I checked my internet and it's fine, so I should be good. And what the fuck? Hang on, let me. What? 0, 0. Oh, is there some sort of code that gives you a file in here? Internal. Is there any hints? What the fuck? Meeting notes. So what is this? Because this isn't what Doki normally is. Hang on, let me. Oh, the touchpad on the PlayStation controller actually can move you up and down. That's pretty funny. No. Oh. 221. Key pair 1 gear. Access keys found so far from tower rotation. 240 clock time. 221. What the fuck? Boat, spaceship, 4 question marks. So does that mean at 240 I go 2, 2, 1? Oh. Project plan.txt. Can't open it. Unknown error. Dog, what the? This is not normal Doki, bro. What the fuck? There's like people talking to each other, like the devs talking to each other on here. Poemwords.txt. Sayori's winning words. Natsuki's words. So this is just when you're writing poems? It's just straight up what words work for who? Well, I'm gonna be going for Sayori, so I'm gonna be doing those words. What the fuck am I at, bro? Okay, so yeah, this is just the characters, because I know mostly about this game, like, things will be deleted, I have no saves, elevated access permissions are required to perform this action. But what is this? Is this how everybody starts? Because this isn't normal Doki Doki. This is Metaverse Enterprise solutions. Mail? No new mail. Pictures. Yeah, why is this my default wallpaper? This is the normal one. Trophy earned error. I'm gonna go look at this real quick. What the fuck? Am I still live? It just... I just went... I got a trophy called error, and when I went to go open my trophies, it said an error has occurred. And it could not load my trophies. What the fuck is happening? Poems, CGs, secrets, backgrounds, sketches. Sketches of everybody here. First concept sketch of the complete cast. Wow, they said pretty close to what they had there. That's pretty good promo. Dog, what the fuck? Hang on a minute. Let me go ahead and so I know in the original game, there were intros that you could get. I'm gonna do this a little easier on the eyes. Or let's just do best girl off the rip. Let's do that. Yeah. There were intros you could get that, like, you would log onto the game and different things would happen and the game would crash or something, or it'd show like the crude drawing of Sayori and the game would crash. But is that what's happening here, or is that how it's supposed to go? And then side stories. I don't want to hit this and have it take me into something. Side stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. There was 6 of them. Try writing poems for different characters. This is the screen. This is the screen I had originally. The first time I put the stream up. Maybe... Bro, I don't know. Okay, so Zombie. I opened the game and I put a stream up and it was on this screen. And I put the stream up and my PlayStation kicked me off, so I restarted my PlayStation. My internet was fine. I got back up. I got the stream back up. Also, let me know if everything's good for the perspective. But I got the stream back up, and when I opened the game, before I could get the stream back up, I opened the game, and it took me to like a whole different opening with like devs, like things with devs talking to each other. No, I know what happens. It's fun. Okay. So It took me to a completely different... This music is banging, though. Yet, now it's on this! Okay. So let me explain. Here, let me turn the music down a little bit. Do that. It opened me up into a different intro screen. It opened me up into a metaverse enterprise solutions screen with all the files of the game, and like it was like a screen, like, you know when you write poems, there was a screen saying what words work with what characters when you write the poems, and it had like background devs like talking to each other, like, hey, make sure to finish doing this, and then it had all the files of the game, and it was like a completely different intro screen from this. Well, they had like a tab for the files in that other like main menu UI. Completely separate from this. So I think I got a secret intro, if you know what I'm talking about. Like how they had in the original game, it was like a 1 in 50 chance. Yeah, I know. It was like a 1 in 50 chance or whatever. If you could get like Sayori, the game would crash immediately or something. It would show something weird. I think I just got one of those on my second time opening the game. And now I'm here. Okay, well, my name, we'll just do. We'll just do full time. I don't know what that was. When I'm ready to start this game. My first stream in years. Ugh. I don't know. That was just odd. That was super weird. I was not ready for... Because it was like a whole like different loading screen, and it took me into... I don't know, maybe it's the one that comes after? I don't know, like, how much did they change to the game? Because they added side stories, but I suspected that was going to be it. It was going to be the rest was just the same. Ooh, that'd be fun. What are you streaming? Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Hey, let me know. I might join you for some of that. On Saturday? Yeah, it should be off. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Sayori is best girl, bro. Sayori is best girl. Maybe, because I only decided to stop and wait for you. You said that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, full time. Yeah. Tarkov looks super fun. I want to play Tarkov. I want to get a PC just to play Tarkov. It looks so fun. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Hehe. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, full-time, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content on getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. What is that supposed to mean? Game, Doki. Yeah, Tarkov looks super rewarding. Like, getting kills and, like, extracting looks super fun. But I can see how it could be, like, frustrating. Yeah, I don't know. I think this game literally came out like an hour and 20 minutes ago, so I think it's not set for like a PlayStation stream, the game. Oh, I know. I know all about this game. I've watched it so many times, but I don't think I've ever... Because I've watched people do... Mostly people do the Yuri route. Oh, you're talking about Tarkov. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. Like, I've seen clips of people, like, it's like middle of the night, they don't have any night vision, and they're just like crawling through the bushes, and then they like bump into someone and just get lit up. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. That sounds hilarious. Just Tachanka. You just like you're in like an abandoned school, slowly walking the halls in a... Yeah, he's just walking the halls with his eyes glowing, and when he spots you, he just goes, LMG mounted and loaded! Just sprints at you. Let's go! The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Saori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Nice. Hello? Saori? Dude, anime club, bro? Talking about JJK and Demon Slayer, that's it. He just sprints, bro. That's fucking hilarious. I can only imagine. The immortal terror of being chased by this man. Saori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the class, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Jasmine made it! Okay, so Jasmine. Let me... A couple more notches down, I think. Still a little loud. So Jasmine. I opened the game the first time, Jasmine, and the game started on what the game has always started on, where it gives you the content warning before you go in, and I started the stream there, and then the internet crashed, and then I restarted my PlayStation, my internet was good, I got back on, and my game immediately started with like a completely different load screen, and it took me to a completely different fucking like main menu. And the main menu had, it was like Metacorp Enterprise Solutions, and it had like the files of the game that you could read through. There's secret codes on there that you have to like, there's like folders with numbers, and you open a folder, like you open number 2 and it has a 1 through 5, and then you open like 4 and it has a 1 through 5, and then you open like 1 and it has a 1 through 5, and then you have to like, there's like files hidden like behind the codes of like the numbers you put in, and one of them I found, I think that's where I found a code for something, and I put it in, and it showed me when you're writing poems in the game, it showed me what words work for what characters. And it was completely different from the UI that I had here. And then I left that, and then it put me on the main menu for the normal Doki Doki with like this kind of background and this kind of background and like the music. So I don't know what happened. I'm assuming I got like one of the rare startup like, I don't know what they're called, like the chances of like getting a weird startup. It'll be at the beginning of the stream. Right when it happened, I started stream immediately before touching anything, because I was just so confused because it was not Doki Doki, and it had like a mute background. Here, let me see. Let me do this. I'm gonna see. Do that. Okay. And it had, like, this doesn't even have, it had backgrounds you could choose that had the different characters and the Metacorp Enterprise Solutions default background. It had the plus mode, like with the new side stories. This is like the default game. This is just Doki Doki that you can get on Steam. I don't know what the fuck. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. Okay, honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Oh, you don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Emini. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Look at how cute she is, bro. Best girl right here. Easily. By far. I know. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. I'm gonna go talk about Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer and other modern animes that I don't watch. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep, dumbass. Can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Running through the hallways. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul. In general. Not just for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, full-time, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Why is your hair pink? That's what I want to say. Huh? Huh? Why are your eyes pink? Are you wearing contacts? That's gotta be against school uniform, right? That's mad distracting. Like, look how much of like a professional uniform they have to wear all the time. I had to wear a polo and khakis at no, I in high school I wore like a sweatshirt and sweatpants to class, and Having contacts was too distracting. They have this professional uniform. She has pink hair and pink contacts. I dyed the tips of my hair blue in 2nd grade, and I had to go home and get my head shaved. Alright, so if I want to say something, I will say it, because this is an outrage. This is not natural hair color or natural contacts. I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm already angry at Natsuki. No, I'm just kidding. Natsuki is probably 2nd best under Sayori. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude. Oh, so I'm going to call her Natsuki. People say Natsuki, but I think it's pronounced Natsuki, which also just sounds better than Natsuki, so I'm just going to say Natsuki. You said that right when Yuri came on screen, huh? That's what you're looking for? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. That'd probably be something I'd say in real life. I'd choke. Isn't it nice to meet you? And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again full-time. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we're in the same class last year. Monika's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Yeah. You too, Monika. Come sit down full-time. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey! I made them, I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh, whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and already has managed to get icing on her face. Oh my god, is that baby Inosuke? No way. Whose emote is that? That is sick. And he's eating rice balls, or whatever those are called. Rice cakes. That is sick. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn that cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. I don't know who that is. I know that person. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is god-awful, and I wonder why the fuck did she make this? Oh. I had no idea. I'm not gonna lie. Don't both of you keck at me like you knew. Or lol W at me like you knew, okay? I do watch anime. I'm playing a weeb game right now. Keck fucking W. Fuck you, zombie. Suck my ass. I watch tons of anime. Like Boku no Pico and Tokyo Ghoul. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? I don't understand this line. Whatever. Made them for you or anything. Maybe because he reads manga. Zombie, have you watched the entirety of Season 3 of Attack on Titan in one sitting? Because I have. One sitting. I watched the end of Season 2 and finished Season 3 in one day. Straight 13 hours, dog. I don't know how long it is, but it was a while. Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, you know, dumbass. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? You know, Zombie, at least you were reading, you know? I think I read, because when I got into Demon Slayer, I read a lot of chapters in a day. Hey, see, the thing about that, though, is, like, watching Season 3 of Attack on Titan, that is peak Attack on Titan. That is the best part of Attack on Titan. Like, honestly, Season 4 is good so far. Like, they haven't added the second half, obviously. But the first half of AOT is god tier, bro. Or the third season of AOT. I have, yeah. I finished the manga. Pretty good. Pretty good, I gotta say. Because I haven't really been invested in Attack on Titan. I haven't been invested in Attack on Titan that much. Like, I know a bunch of other people have, like the big fans of it. So, like you just asked, do you like the ending? I didn't think it was bad, but I can see how fans that have been following it since the very beginning can be frustrated with it, because it feels a bit rushed and a bit like there's like some plot holes that still need to be explained. And to wait so long for the ending of Attack on Titan, just for it to be that, I can see the disappointment. Yeah, I can see the disappointment. Because I just watched it, and I watched all of it quickly. Like, I didn't have to wait. I didn't rewatch stuff because I had to wait. The extra, yeah, I do like in the extra pages how it like alludes to there being more in the future. Yeah. But Jasmine, okay. I'll play the game. But to make a long story short, I wasn't a fan of Attack on Titan for a long time, so I couldn't. I can't say anything about the ending. I can't be like, why are you mad about this ending? Because I haven't been a fan for that long. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I don't read, Yuri. I guess. Hehe, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. No, I'm not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. Psych, I would never say that. Tea is fucking disgusting. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so, that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Were you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard and convince people. Work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. What did you say? Funny story, me and my friend watched High School DxD for the anime titties. After episode 1 at the same time, we said, what the fuck, it's actually good. Sitting. Bunny Girl Senpai. Is it on Crunchyroll? I'll watch it if it's on Crunchyroll. Okay. Cool. I also have Funimation as well. I had to get Funimation to watch the Demon Slayer movie again, because that movie is a fucking banger. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! One of these is not like the other. Yeah, I do too. I have an app that has the Demon Slayer movie on my phone. And on my TV. Funimation. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find just these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Full-Time, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I do like reading manga, though. Yeah, I saw your tweet about finishing an anime, and I was like, dude, same. I feel that way about most anime. You'll finish it and be like, bro, are you serious? Like, in Jujutsu Kaisen, I've read the whole manga so far. I think it's on hiatus because the writer's sick or something. But the story is so good. I cannot wait for it to be animated. S-tier rom-com. I do need a manga to read, huh? I haven't read in a while. Last I read was Jujutsu Kaisen, and it's on hiatus. It's been on hiatus for like a month. I mutter quietly to myself. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? People have been saying that Chainsaw one is good. I might check that out. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Chainsaw Man, yeah. God, you're having me read a lot here, zombie. Did you Resident Sleeper Chainsaw Man? Or is that a different emote? I don't know the Twitch emotes. One of the managers at work wanted me to read, like, Level Up or something. There's a webtoon. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I'm being recommended, especially by you. Okay. I mean, they're pretty sleeper. Similar. Yeah, he said it was pretty good, but it's not getting an anime adaptation, he said. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to read it. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. I should have brought a water down. This is killing me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Isn't that crazy, guys? I cannot believe I got through that line. Anyways, I've been reading a lot of manga horror lately. I read a horror book once to steal Shadow Beat's joke. The horror was the book. Yeah. Yeah, I would probably want to, if I wanted to make something into an anime, you probably want to write it as a manga. And if you can use Shonen Jump, that's really good, I feel like. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I actually really agree. Surreal horror is my favorite. Really? I did not know that. So, I know Full Metal Alchemist. I never watched it, but I know it's like fucked up. So, I'm assuming they just said, how fucked up can I write things? Like, which came first? Full Metal Alchemist or Boku no Pico? Oh my god. How much, like, manga trivia do you know? Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I hate you, Yuri. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back. Fine, fine. Ehehe, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I don't like to know these things. Yeah, I can see that though. Because that's gotta be like, if you're just purely looking at like artist skills, like starting off like drawing hentai has gotta be like pretty solid practice, because there's gotta be like some serious time dedication. It's not just like draw the same face over and over, per se. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. The author confirmed for AOT that all characters except for Levi. So Levi bathes more or less? And is that just for the people on the island of Paradise, or is that the whole world? Because I feel like the whole world would probably... Yeah, that is true. He is a clean freak, huh? A little germaphobe. A little short boy germaphobe. I have an idea, everyone. Nonda? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen... Why did I go ahead? And strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, full-time? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. Hold on, lady. Listen, Monica. Hold on a minute. What is isekai? What is that? I don't know what that is. And I don't think Monica has a scarf, my guy. You mean the bow? Or are you talking about the little tie around their neck? Does she have a scarf? Like in a different art or something? What's that? Now that we are back on the original topic of me joining a club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Oh. Sorry, zombie. You know, when I'm playing a game, I'm reading the names that I want to see. Mikasa is probably best girl in Attack on Titan. I would say the one chick who was part of the military police, and when she got her like season 4 upgrade, she was bad though. Mikasa. Okay. I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Full time. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Says the class. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sorry wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came by for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official, as she smacks... you know what I think? You guys can't see it, but I think the game is in 4K. Because I have the PlayStation Pro, and I have a 4K TV. I think this is in 4K right now. It looks super clean. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Full time, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, full time, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together because she always stayed after school for clubs. I know. I feel like I don't push into HD on streaming because I feel like it starts buffering. But I'm pretty sure the game, like at least the backgrounds I think are 1080, but I think the characters are 4K because they look super, super crisp. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the clubroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, And of course, Sayori. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Oh, sorry. That's not what the right. Oh, yeah, hang on. The writing didn't say that. It said the other characters, but you know, I got it mixed up with just Best Girl. I know. I'm not saying it's all rendered in 4K. I'm saying the backgrounds are. The characters. Everything's rendered in 4K, but the backgrounds don't have the 4K upgrade like the characters do. Like, they just left the backgrounds how they were in the original game where everything was 1080. Yeah. Yeah. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Y'all ready for the intense and terrifying gameplay of Doki Doki Literature Club? Here we go. Go play Tarkov then, dog. We're gonna go for Sayori, but the thing about Sayori is she's like, oh, as we speak. I didn't know you got paid for talking to me in my stream. That's pretty sick. Okay, Wrath, Sticky, Ambient, Nibble I feel like would be Natsuki, Fantasy, Unrequited, Melancholy, Rainbow? Ambient. Sticky, nope, wrong one, fuck. You know, I feel that. Melody? Dark? Dark, okay. Cry? Nice. Pain? Okay. Family? Love to see it. Hurt? Daydream? Yeah, it's a good one. Tragedy? Okay. Anxiety? Oh, nope, that's her. Disarray? Really? Because, I mean, Sayori's like the most disarrayed person. I'm not paying zombie, come on now. Oh, when is that? I got a trophy. Let me actually see, did it just glitch last time? So, yeah, the trophies are bugged, and when I went into the initial, like, the glitch thing I was going, it's not a glitch, but like the other main menu that I was in, I got a trophy called error, and when I went to go look at the trophy, it gave me an error code. Oh, I hate to see it. Hate to see it. See, bro, you said something and now you ruined it. Okay, anyway. Empty, fireflies. Fireflies sounds good, yeah. I think she's sadness. Tears. Smile. Passion. Jump. No. Covet. Disown. Tenacious. Fireworks. Defeat. Fireworks, yeah. Cute. Forgive. Massacre. Horror. Infinite. Embrace. Embrace? I think we're good now. Alone. Clumsy. Laugh. Oh, one more. Joy. Okay. So I'm going the Sayori route. Hi again, full time. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, full time. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! God, it's killing me. Need to stop fucking around. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Full-time always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because you're a fucking No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Hehe. You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Full-Time can become good friends too. Sayori. Hmm? Yeah. Manga, I feel like books can convey, like, they're different mediums. They're entirely different mediums, but they're both literature. Jasmine has committed about 10 words to this stream so far. 2 of them are booba. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yeah. Oh. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. Put some more. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Sorry. I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. You're not that guy. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I wouldn't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I definitely won't read this. I enthusiastically throw the book on the ground. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Booba. Well, eventually Booba's gonna die. So, spoilers! Yeah, did you read the last chapter? Yeah, JJK is pretty short chapters, but they are good chapters. Like, they have good content in there. I can't wait to see some of that stuff animated. The last chapter is like 9 pages, but I think that one's just because the artist got halfway through and then got sick, so I had to quit. And it sucks too, because he had to stop right in the middle of like an insane part of the story. Which one, zombie? Which dad are you gonna fuck? That's the real question. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Both at once. Man. I don't know why I just thought of that meme where it's just like the horse standing on the beach, like super low quality, and the caption is just man. It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. Problem is, the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everybody. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
Oh. No, Zombie, Gojo would fuck you.
Gojo's a power bottom and you know it. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is talking. I'm built different. Probably. Okay, alright. Alright, Zombie. If I was on my computer and not on my phone, that'd be a 10-second timeout right there. For just putting those words in that order. That's a timeout. Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh god, Jesus Christ, that actually scared me a little bit. Because I looked down at my phone and hit X and looked up. Ooh, ah! I open my find to eyes Sayori's face. I gotta get water, I'll be right back. Alright, got water. Mouth is lubricated. I mean, booba. But yeah, Zombie, I can't blame you for that. Can't blame me for that. I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually I'm not sorry at all. Dark Souls boss fight music starts playing. She pulls out a sword. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. Hehe. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look how your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button the blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Hey, this is the best art in the game, bro. Best art in the game. Ehehe. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button. I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? Hehe. It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobas got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Hehe. Anyway, you look much better now, so why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ugh. It's not worth it at all. Booba hee hee. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. Hehe. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone! Zombie, what is this aggressively gay turn you've taken? Question mark. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Full time, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. Oh. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you go find someone to share with? I can't wait! Monica and Sayori enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, who should I pick first, guys? Because I'm going with the Sayori route, so it's up to you guys on what order I should open them in. Oh, I gotta... Natsuki? Is that your favorite character, Jasmine? Oh, conflicting interests. I think... Sayori? Are you sure? I can do Natsuki. I wanted to save Sayori for last, probably. And, wait, who's Booba? Is Natsuki or Yuri Booba? Because Natsuki hardly has Booba. Alright, we'll start with Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness! This is so good full time. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like. On the front lines, on the beaches. What is the beaches? Because I have no idea what I like either. Ha 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 ha. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's? Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Yeah? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a full-time poem. And that makes it feel extra special, like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm just really happy you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of this club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. What are you talking about, zombie? I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, full-time. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my mind. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hehe. We'll see about that. Okay. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my brines and... Brines? Can I speak English properly for once? Jesus Christ. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning. It makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Yeah, we know, zombie. Cute. I love this poem. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't handle. I can't speak English. Holy fuck. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. Hehe. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I need to, because I have the first 3 volumes of Demon Slayer, I need to paint my room and then get rid of some shit that I have, and then get that bookshelf, because I'm gonna buy all of Demon Slayer, all of Jujutsu Kaisen so far, and I'm gonna keep getting those as they get written, and I'm gonna get Attack on Titan so far. Maybe Tokyo Ghoul as well, because I did like that manga. That manga was pretty good. I know, but I already have like the first 3, and I don't want to get another first 3. Yeah. I'll just get them little by little. Because I'm reading them as I go, so I'm just getting them as I can. Who's next, guys? Yuri or Natsuki? Fuck Monica. Yuri or Natsuki? Jasmine, that's a weird way to spell booba. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. Boopa, my bad. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Or, hang on, that was me. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. This one's also pretty good. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present. Present? Oh my god, you hate to see it! Hour and 20 minutes of this stream. And of course, when I'm in the middle of reading a poem, my voice cracks. Zombie, shut your mouth. This is not easy. Okay. I'll start over. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since this is our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hehe. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all full-time. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story, or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember, it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Who's next? Who we doing next, bro? Yeah, of course it's Natsuki. That was a rhetorical question. There's no way I'm picking Monica. Hate Monica. Fuck Monica. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Monkeys can climb, or eagles can fly. That's the title. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. You probably should, bro. Chris Hansen's knocking at the door. What are you talking about? What manga are you reading? Alright. Who should I show my poem to next? Is there any other option? Oh, okay. Hi, full-time. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for this club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ahahaha. Don't worry, full-time. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things too. I can't even fucking read, bro. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ahaha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. Gojo, I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, Gojo, on the other side, was looking in. Dressing up. It's like, you know that meme with the guy who's like in like a sweatpants and a sweatshirt? It's like a wedding, and then it's like the anime movie on the right, and he's in like the tuxedo. An anime movie. Anime premiere. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a single point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and go with the flow. Actually, that advice I actually, like, when I actually first listened to people, or like watched people play this game in like 2017, I actually took that advice, and now whenever I'm like working on anything, like how I've been playing Minecraft a bunch, if I'm building a building, or if I'm painting, or if I'm playing drums and I'm making like a song or something, anything like creative, or like making like a solo or something, I always just do it, and then once you get something hard down, you can improve it from there. So that's actually really good advice that I took to heart as a young 17-year-old boy. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. God, my voice is already fucked. I'm about to go for a couple more minutes and I'm gonna stop. I'll probably finish this day and then I'll stop. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it, which is a terrible idea. You want to ask everybody for their opinion, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Fulltime did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Fulltime liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Full-Time appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know we didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobas magically grew a size bigger as soon as Full-Time started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Full-Time. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Full-Time. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Full-Time? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... Who's it gonna be? Should I ask for Sayori's help? I don't think I've ever seen anyone hit help me Sayori. I'm out of water. I think I'm gonna go with help me, because I don't think I've ever seen what happens behind that option. Help me. Natsuki? Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth, so instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Yeah, I've never seen this. Full-Time? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject with their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Ahaha. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see herself get hurt. Fuck you, Monika. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person. Really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone! It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Full-time, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Full time. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hehe. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier? Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise you they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, full-time, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's hee. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is great, or is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Sayori is best girl, bro. That was actually really... I'm glad I picked that. That was a really good part. God, what the fuck, zombie? I just realized, what is that Pepe you use? That is horrifying. Okay, I'm gonna save and stop here because I gotta work in an hour. Oh yeah? Is she? Is she really? Let's see. So I saved. Let's go back and see if anything on here has changed. I don't think so. So when I end stream, go back and look at the VOD and look at what I saw off the start, you guys, because it was wild. Zombie, what the fuck is wrong with you? Alright, well, I'm gonna end stream. Depending on how tired I am by the end of the night, I might stream like at 1 or 2 a.m. I'll just have to see. It's all up in the air. But I will be streaming either late tonight, like early morning, really early, like 1 or 2 a.m., or early, like 10 to 11 tomorrow morning. So we'll just have to see how things pan out. Yeah. Go back and look at the VOD for what I saw, because this is weird. I wish I would have stayed on it, because I wasn't sure if they had just completely changed the main menu or what, but yeah. Okay. I'll see you guys. I'll let you know when I'm streaming again. Later.